I've been lucky. I've been taken under the wing by some very intelligent, very successful people. The two that I would pick are two very famous ones. One is Jonas Salk, as in the Salk vaccine. I got to know Jonas Salk, and he's one of the great minds in history. There are very few people who literally have saved the lives of hundreds of millions of people. And to meet someone like that and talk to them is a privilege. And I used to meet with Jonas regularly, talk to him, and it's nothing like it.
I remember in particular one mentor, I guess you would call him, is a very brilliant individual named John Evans, who had worked for many, many years for Rupert Murdoch. And he was truly one of the most brilliant people I've ever known, who just stretched me and challenged me and asked hard questions and kept kicking the tires of my business. And he was fantastic.
Probably the most influential mentor in my adult life, or recent adult life, was a guy named Sumatra Ghoshal, who was a professor at the London Business School. He was a terrific guy. Unfortunately, Sumatra died 5 years ago. It was very sad, very young. But Sumatra gave me a lot of advice, but the thing that always kind of sticks in my mind is he always used to say, don't be boring. You can be wrong, but don't be boring. And I don't know how well I've taken that advice, but it certainly has informed how I've thought about things.
I knew that he really cared about my business and my business success. And I knew that he wouldn't let me be sloppy about anything. And I also knew if I was stuck, I could just go and say, John, what should I be doing here?
I was Bill Casey's assistant at the CIA during the Reagan administration. And whoever met Bill said, that's the smartest man I ever met. Whether you liked him or not or agreed with him is another question, but boy, was he smart. And I learned more from Bill about management and leadership, putting aside intelligence and the Soviet Union, than I'd ever learned from anybody else.
Also, one of the things he was great at doing is every now and then I was always seized by a desire to storm off in a huff when things didn't quite go my way. And John was brilliant at talking me down.
I think that in some ways my best mentor has been a peer mentor, which is my wife. In terms of holding me accountable, in terms of giving me feedback. I know that when my wife tells me something, it's the truth, both positive and negative.
I think Sumatra, first of all, he was a very, he was a very charismatic man. There's no two ways about it. He's a very smart man, obviously. And he was very, very provocative. And would always, when things did get boring, would be figuring out what hand grenade to throw. But I think the thing that what kept him from just being a royal pain in the neck was he was also the people he cared for, he really cared for. And so that could allow, he could say very blunt feedback to you because it was Sumatra, and okay, you'd take it the right way. So he was a great guy. I miss him.